Hello, this is the TradeSite Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Room Map for the week. Beginning Sunday, October 4th, and ending Friday the 9th, 2020. I am on the road, so we'll have calls and everything, but it's going to be a light week for us from that perspective. Here's a look at the here's a look. I'm not in the right place. Let's go here. There you go. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Which dripped a little bit this week, but it is what it is. It really didn't move that much if you look at it. The euro dollar inverse of the dollar moved up a bit. The pound dollar very flat. It's not been a very interesting session yet. We're not getting anywhere. Aussie dollar up a little bit this week. The euro yen not much there. The pound yen not much there. I mean, it's just been, you can't do much with that. All right, so let's go look at the intra-week action. 30-minute candles for the whole week. On the euro dollar, I mean, you're talking about 140, 150 pips for the whole week. Usually it's 130 pips per day. And the move here was definitely Monday, Tuesday. There was nothing after that. When you look at the pound dollar, the move was Monday, and then after that, but high to low for the week, I mean, you're talking about 200, you're talking about almost 200, about 200 pips. Still not very interesting. That's almost what it trades in a day. So it's been a very boring week from that perspective, and there's not much else we can cover on it. I mean, it is what it is. We had a couple winners, but they weren't big. We can't get around it. All right. In terms of economic data coming out in the week ahead, here we go. So we got a bank holiday in China. Remember, these are all Eastern time. We're going to start to see some time changes over the next couple of weeks, but these are Eastern time. So Monday, Spanish, Italian, French, German, and European broad sector final services PMI. They come out over a course of an hour, plus the UK one. Retail sales out of Europe. We've got Eurogroup meetings at some point on Monday. Final services PMI number here in the U.S. ISM non-manufacturing PMI. Business confidence out of New Zealand. AIG construction index. China bank holiday. We've got ANZ job advertisements. Trade balance out of Australia. Got the rate announcement out of Australia. Now we're already going into Tuesday. German factory orders, construction PMI, and housing equity withdrawal at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time out of the UK. Australia's got an annual budget release. Europe has their speech and ECOFIN meetings. Trade balance here in the U.S. and in Canada. Those are one of our big three each month. So it'll be half size Monday night going into Tuesday because of that. JOLTS job openings here in the U.S. Fed Chair Powell speaks at some point. Got the GDT price index here out of New Zealand. I mean, AIG services index out of Australia. Bank holiday out of China. Leading indicators out of Japan. German industrial production out of Europe. French trade balance out of Europe. Foreign currency reserves out of Switzerland. Halifax HPI out of the UK. Italian retail sales out of Europe. Okay, great. Housing price index out of the UK Wednesday at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. Canada's got their IV PMI, crude oil inventories here in the U.S. We got the 10-year bond auction, whatever, crude oil, consumer credit here in the U.S. at 3 p.m. RICS house price index out of the U.K. Now we're going into Thursday. We've got the Japan's economy watcher sentiment, unemployment rate out of Switzerland, German trade balance, the rate announcement out of the U.K., the Swiss National Bank chairman speaks. Okay, great. Housing starts out of Canada. Bank of Canada's governor speaks. Initial and continuing jobless claims here in the U.S. Natty gas at 10:30 a.m. on Thursday here in the U.S. 10-year bond auction, household spending, and everything else. And then we got a Friday. Construction output, GDP, goods, trade balance, index of services, industrial production, manufacturing production, French industrial production, Italian industrial production, Canada's unemployment rate, and that is that final wholesale inventories here in the U.S. So the only big one we have this week is trade balance. I'm going to be on the road. We'll call it all from the tape. Charts as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Have a great trading day.